The following story has been brought to you by StoriesToInspire.org.
I remember one time years ago, hopefully we'll never ever do this ever again, years ago there was a terrorist something that took place in Israel. And the shul, the synagogue that I was going to, was organizing a prayer service. And one random night, the shul packed up in America. Hundreds of people rolled in to pray for the safety of the people in Israel. Happened to be that night I was meeting somebody at a restaurant in my neighborhood, a colleague of mine. So I had to cut the meeting early to go to the service. He says to me, "Where are you going?" I said, "I'm going to the service." He said, "For what? It's a holiday?" I go, "No." He goes, "What are you going to a service for at night?" I said, "Well, there's a thing for Israel." He goes, "What?" I said, "We're praying for the safety of the people in Israel." He goes, "What, you're praying for your family in Israel?" I said, "No, just for regular people." He goes, Wait, the people in the synagogue are related to the people in Israel?" I said, "No." He goes, "I don't understand. You're just praying for people in a different country?" I said, "Not a different country, it's Israel." He's like, "Yeah, I don't get it." I'm like, they're our family. He's like, "So you have family?" I'm like, No. It's not my direct family. It's my family. Like, yeah, people in Israel matter to me. I don't have to know their name to feel for them. They're just family. He's like, "I don't get it." I'm like, "Okay, but I don't know how you don't get it. We're a family. We're a tribe. We're a people that have been through a lot. And even if I don't know you, we're family." Sometimes I meet somebody who dedicates their lives to people that they never met, in centers and houses and professions. I'm like, "What are you doing? You're dedicating your life, you're moving your family to this place that isn't comfortable for you, for a Jew that you don't even know yet, to walk into your Chabad house or outreach center or synagogue or school." And they're like, "Yeah. Why?" Because we're family. You see, that's how we get through everything. We could disagree. We can even sometimes beat each other up a little bit, although we shouldn't. But we can never forget that at the end of the day, we got each other's back. No matter how different we look, we're family. And that first moment, right before the salvation began, right before Moses came to the scene, which ultimately led the Jews out of Egypt, there was a moment where somebody on the outside said, "Wait a second. There's a kid in that thing, happy, and there's someone crying for his plight. You cry for somebody else. Miyalde ivrim zeh." That's a Jew. Never forget it. That's who we are. We should never forget it. That at the end of the day, we're a family. We look out for each other. We worry about each other. And even if they're different, and even if we see differences, at the end of the day, those differences pale in comparison to the fact that we're allowed to be different. But we're the same, that we come from the same stuff. And if we never forget that we're family, maybe that's where the salvation comes.
Enjoyed this story? Come again. Bring a friend. StoriesToInspire.org